Did they start?
Yeah, they're starting.
Yeah, they have started. What's good, everyone? We are recording this grand finals match of the 212th DuelistGroundz live tournament. Jazz coming out of winner's side, playing Pacman, against Bergy coming out of loser's bracket, playing Angel Chaos, also known as Chaos Control. Actually, no, I'm gonna start putting that in the stream overlay. He's main decking Threatening Roar.
Who, Bergy?
Jazz.
No, Jazz. He's playing Pacman.
It's an interesting main deck choice. Makes me wonder whether or not he made it expecting to play against Reasoning Gate.
Probably.
I'm so glad Jay didn't get top 2 again. I really don't want to see people
Oh my
talking about
god.
DuelistGroundz
Yeah.
the land.
I would've
People
died.
losing to fucking Reasoning Gate, dude.
His side deck is like not even 15 cards. Oh my god.
No, it was 15 cards for this tournament. I fucking forced him to. I was like, I'm gonna fucking disqualify you if you don't play a real side deck this time, motherfucker.
His
Oh,
list
that's
was
really
new and improved.
I didn't actually say I was gonna disqualify him, by the way. Not abusing my powers here. Ooh, Bergy kind of punished for the pro faith there.
Yeah, I never really liked pro faves.
I don't think it turned one.
Well, Pro Faith can really swing games with like double duo.
It only works in like awkward situations.
Yeah.
It also helps if you have like MSD. Like
Like,
set.
if you have to, then.
Yeah, MST set when you're going second is one of my favorite things to do with that. Because then, like, the MST is always going to get you value and you're always going to get it back. Like, assuming they, like, set at least one.
That's interesting.
Yeah, he's got the Wall of Revealing Lights main decked again. Oh my god. Jay's gonna hop in commentary.
Is he gonna talk?
I hope he does.
Probably won't, though.
Jazz putting in the work.
Man, Jay almost won versus Jazz.
Return it to the hand. Broken deck.
Yo, did anyone see the paintball gun nice he posted? That's-
Yeah, I saw that. He
Oh
was
my
like.
god, I could not breathe. Jay, please don't stay muted. We need your insight.
Holy shit.
Jay's scared to talk on the live stream.
Loli says he's gonna hop in too.
actually kind of like the fact that Jazz didn't attack here.
You kind of like the fact that what?
I like how he didn't attack. It's just that he's like, he could play the long value game here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because he had one of the Pacman monsters at pop. I think there's two.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, oh god. Trying to be too pro. No, Bergy, this deck doesn't play jar. Oh, that's why, okay.
Oh, he didn't know the matchup.
No, he did know that.
No. He probably knows the matchup, just like
No, he knows what Pac-Man
he didn't know Jazz was playing it.
Just a quick adjustment to make. Now he knows. What's up, Loli?
Well, that works out in Jazz's favor. Yeah, Jazz is just gonna eat up all the back row. All the monsters, actually.
Curious as to why he played his golem sentry over. So,
Yeah, Andrew probably needs, like, 1,000 eyes on something. Noble Man of Crossout, good cards.
of course, here. Great signal.
And neither of them are in the commentary, right? Yeah. What do you think the set is that Jazz has?
The back row?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be anything, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's been
two
said.
back row we've seen is, like threatening roar and black light. So as I'm concerned, I have no clue.
Yeah. Same.
If I had to guess, I think one of them could be a solemn.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Because he set the wall with the T-roar, right? Or what? What was that?
Yeah, I don't know if he'd be playing solemn because they would conflict with wall and feeling. Oh, that is so smart. Okay, so I think the reason why Jazz is using golden scepter is to try to like make sure Andrew doesn't have anything, or rather,
Any dark monsters, right?
he's trying to make his hand full so that he'd be forced to set back row or discard.
Yeah. Oh god, you're right,
That's
actually.
That's so smart. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
he's
he's
not
been doing
tossing
that
them
ever
back.
since he had the locust, but before he had the Medusa worm, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
he's
really
not talking
sick.
to monsters. So he just
Because yeah,
has
so now
one
this turn,
else.
Bergy is gonna have to set something into the locust. Yeah, wow.
What gets over this?
Buys your shot.
Now the heavy's gone.
Yeah, the heavy's gone. I think Bergy's just playing for information at this point. He's basically just got to make it as hard as possible on Jazz, or make it last as long as possible so he can see enough cards to give him an idea of how he should be playing.
Yeah, I thought he might have wanted to destroy that one because like it was already a dark in the grave, but now he just has 2 darks in grave, so that's like 2 chaos summons. I don't think it does anything until he draws like MST or something, but he probably runs multiple walls, so you know.
I actually thought that was the other reason why he'd be using Golem Sentry on face downs over Silver. I don't know, I feel like that'd be a hard reason. Yeah. Objectively good play or something, I'm not sure.
Well, Jazz just wins, you know.
More than likely. I'm still not sure what Jazz has said, but I think Bergy can try to go for a Gatling play here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Gatling with priority, and then maybe also with a Ryu Senshi. I don't know how he's getting through the back row though.
Well, he has 2 chaos summons, so he can just do BLS twice if Jazz wants to bounce it.
Somehow I don't think Jazz will bounce BLS.
Well, I'm just saying because Bergy would probably banish the worm.
Yeah, I think that's what he's gonna do too. Yeah, it is nice that he doesn't just die to the sentry.
He could saw him here, or you know, Jazz is filled up on back row. Okay.
Shouldn't those both be banished?
Yeah, he sent Medusa worm to the grave.
There's someone behind him. I'm good.
It might be correct to bounce the BLS anyway, because, like, might as well get rid of all his lights and darks.
And then try to take him off it next turn. I don't know. I think Bergy gave him another monster, or like a set monster, right? Specifically so that...
There you go.
Oh yeah, okay, so he had another worm. trying to think what Bergy can do to a Golem Sentry lock here. He's got one knock left, but there's a Medusa Worm and a Golem Sentry. And I don't think he plays Premature for BLS.
Yeah, he does, and it's probably not in there. Because he's running Angels, right? So no Parsha. He's drawing MST way too late. He probably has another wall set.
I might have used Medusa right here, just in case it's lethal. Get some information. I don't know if it's super important.
Ooh, that's a way to get rid of Golem Sentry.
It's alright.
Let him know, Bergy.
He probably wants to get a Faith through.
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, really will be hard. If he can just, like, knock, and I don't know what the other set is, but that's all the Golem Sentries, and 2 Worms already.
That's a good compulse.
Yeah, that sucks. Can he go here or something?
That's what he's gonna have to survive. Got a book to survive, I guess.
200 life points.
If Jazz has Ring, it's probably just game. Oh no, okay.
Yeah, Bergy can't win this.
Well, we already know he can really. Yeah.
It also doesn't help that Angel Chaos like drops Dust Tornado.
Yeah. Like that entire aggressive component of his deck is completely taken out of the picture by Wall of Revealing Light.
That's cool.
Still fighting, let's go, boy!
Jazz can like normal and kill though.
Someone tell Jazz to take his. We should check his logs. Okay, that's a really good torrential. God.
Yeah, here it is.
Ah, shit. Okay.
Valiant effort from Bergy.
Yeah, he didn't stop wrestling. He was going at it till the very end.
Probably
Just
starting
genuinely guns
him.
blazing. Bergy thinks it was bad. I disagree. I think it was a good torrential.
Like, yeah, he kind of had to do it that way.
I wonder how Bergy would do it.
Alright, so if Bergy's playing the side deck I think he is, actually, you know what, I can check.
I think he sides spies.
Pulling it up on the stream right now. Oh, okay, so he's playing basically my side from playoffs, and the same main deck, with one card difference. He's got mind controls and wave motion cannons as well as dust tornadoes that I think are going to be helpful here. And on Jazz's side, I highly doubt he's going to be siding in more than 2 or 3. But, he does have, wow, that's interesting. Nightmare Wheel could come in, Swords of Revealing Light, and he's going to board in the Stealth Birds. Interesting, okay. Yeah, as I predicted, Jazz would finish the side decking way before Bergy. Alright, we are going into game 2 after a short break. be off to a rough start playing from behind a pot of greed. Bates a knock with an angel, that's good.
Yeah,
Set angel with no back row. Like if you don't have a good back row to set turn one that won't get beaten by breaker, you know. I feel like angel's a really good card to set in that situation.
I know Jazz is he's not a fan of pro faith, so he doesn't like to take those chances.
And just like that, Jazz's engine is online. Let's see what Bergy can do to stop it. He's got a turn before the camel drawing starts. Maybe he's holding Heavy Storm. That's a good one.
Solemn.
Ooh boy.
Well, now Bergy can ring a BLS and win.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do it quick though, let me tell you. Alright, sets 2. Oof. Was not expecting him to send in Dust Shoot here, that's interesting. It's really slow, Pacman's such a slow deck, I feel like Dust Shoot isn't really gonna help you. And plus they make it so dead, right?
Yeah, they just keep drawing and drawing.
I think it's not only because it's dead. I mean, I don't think Dust Shoot will be dead, but I think because the games will go on for so long, and what you're putting back with Dust Shoot is just another monster they're going to set. Pacman's a very monster-heavy deck.
Yeah, exactly. That's the main factor here in my mind as well.
You can get info on sets by looking at his hand too.
I guess that's what he's going for, but like most of the time, Jazz is gonna like if he doesn't draw the Dust Shoot like pretty much when he just did. Jazz is probably just gonna set everything over the course of like the first 2-3 turns. So like it's not like the Dust Shoot is gonna like reveal their 3 or 4 sets that are already set, you know.
Yeah, but it doesn't really seem like the sets are winning him the game. It seems like the monsters are winning Jazz the game because they like create so much advantage.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. At the end of the day, Jazz's backers are still just like 1-for-1s at best. Whereas like all of these flip effect monsters are just like constantly like forcing Bergy to do something about them.
I think what Bergy will need is like a way to set up Nobleman of Crossout and Magician of Faith that's just continuously floating. But the problem with that is all of Jazz's monsters kind of demolish Magician of Faith in that. Well, not all of them, but the Golden Century and the other one, the one that destroys.
There's actually 2 that destroy and 1 that bounces. So like that's basically 9 monsters in his deck, right?
Yeah, so Jazz just demolishes that setup. So I don't really know how. I mean, Pacman's looking pretty nice.
Yeah. Bergy has a charity to try to find a Heavy Storm, which is probably a big thing for him right now. Heavy Storm or MST.
Well, also, does he play Metamorph? Because 1,000 Eyes could really hinder the strategy, like really bad.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he plays Angel Chaos.
He's playing the 3 Metamorphosis Angel list. So he's going to be able to get to 1,000 Eyes pretty soon.
Yeah. The moment 1,000 Eyes comes down, it's going to be really difficult for Jazz, I feel like.
Yeah.
You think that set is another Solemn? Probably needs a Solemn.
I'm getting Book of Moon vibes, personally.
It doesn't look like a solid. At least I don't think so.
Does Bergy play just tornadoes?
Probably sided some in.
He probably did set them in, which is another card he can find here to help him. Because like I feel the main way I find in my own experience that you have to do against as the player trying to beat Pacman, right? Like their monsters, like they generate advantage when they're flip summoned, but they're not real flip effects. So if you attack them and just attack over their like weak 500, 600 bodies while they're set, and they don't have an answer to that, like a Saku or a Mirror Force, they can't like do anything about that. With Golem Sentry, I guess he needs like a Skilled Dark or something like that. But the idea is still the same. You just attack over them. They don't get
Now I'm
any
getting
damage.
solid vibes. Considering he normaled the Sentry first.
Yeah, Wall just like continuously fucks them over.
Interesting.
Good read.
Good trade for Jazz. Now I'm getting solemn vibes. Yeah, I agree with you now. Set 1 and then set 2, like, yeah.
Yeah, he's not scared of Heavy Storm.
I think Bergy's going to be able to see through it, though. When it comes time.
There, and then here's the Solemn. Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
Well, just a ring for game.
Yeah, see, now Jazz is really low, so, like, this is kind of, like, a dangerous, like... Jazz has a lot of cards, but he has such
He can
no
just, like,
life
randomly
that-
die, yeah.
Yeah, and all his monsters are really small, too, so if at any point, like, Wall goes away, which seems to be, like, the linchpin of the deck,
Yeah.
then I think Jazz would just kind of crumble, like his Golem just did.
The 1800
Yeah.
attack monster going away is also pretty relevant for Bergy here. So, because now once he finally does answer that wall, he can start going in and just he doesn't need to wait for like a big monster. Anything can hit over these fucking candles.
It's kind of interesting from Jazz.
I think he was making a read on Magician of Faith
Another thing to keep in mind is that with every solemn Jazz uses is one less like basically ideal out to BLS, which is live for Bergy, and Jazz doesn't seem to be summoning a Kaiku or anything like that anytime soon. Bergy's going to be able to draw into a BLS at pretty much any point here. And Jazz now has one Solomon deck. Ring won't do it, obviously.
Well, Mirror Force is gone, so.
What did he just get to? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting just watching Jazz kind of like race his opponent before his opponent can get Thousand Eyes up or like set a Ring of Destruction.
Yeah, because the monsters are also tiny. His clock is always so like weak. He did. All of those attacks were one Chaos Sorcerer. So that's basically what Jazz has right now, like one Chaos Sorcerer that is just attacking once a turn. Yeah, that mirror. Arvin's right. That Mirror Force on the single Golem Sentry, I think. Right. Yeah. And I think that's looking like a mistake at this point. Because now Jazz just gets to do this, even though Bergy has a back row, right? And now it's really hard for Bergy to get any value out of Scapegoats, because Jazz can summon 5 monsters with no fear.
That moment when you wish you were playing a Visor Shock in your deck.
Pretty much.
Oh man, Jay would have a really good Pacman matchup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did earlier. That recording will also be going up.
Yeah, that game was crazy.
Yeah, it was really close too. Jay was like a card away from, and probably a misplay away from from just taking the match 2-1. Holding the goat, but it might not be enough here.
So like this is really good for Jazz because now you can clear all the tokens.
Yeah, exactly.
And
This is
so
like
he
the
doesn't really
worst
have to
possible
worry
use
about.
of goat.
Yeah. Well, if you get Serpent here, I guess that's some cause for concern, but
Yeah, that probably will be what Bergy ends up having to get.
yeah. So that like telegraphs, I think, a wait on Metamorphosis. It shows that he doesn't have it yet because he would have probably used Ghost sooner.
Yeah.
But,
I almost feel like he should have activated it last turn on the second wave of direct attacks.
well, if he didn't have Metamorphosis, then like, I mean, his win condition is definitely Thousand Eyes at this point, if not Ring, and now it's getting a little more dicey because, I mean,
He's pretty low himself. He can't
yeah.
just ring his own BLS now.
Oh, okay, it's double compulsive sleep. Looks like he doesn't have it. No. Maybe his ring. Oh, no, never mind.
And now the tides have turned. Jazz can almost use ring to game Bergy, as opposed to the other way around. That's it.
And it's over.
It's never lost with Pacman.
Yeah, Jazz just took this tournament from winners with Pacman.
I hope you guys notice a trend. One Seraphim takes it all the way through winners, win, and then your next live, it happens again. So
yeah, I was about to say Seraphim now are now hot off back-to-back live wins. And another interesting thing is that in this live, half of the top 4 were Damage Step members, as opposed to the more even split we had last night.
Oh, wow. Well, to all the theorists who hypothesized that MMF is scared of Seraphim, you were absolutely right. He's scared, he's shivering. Damage Step is horrified of us, and so is the rest of DuelistGroundz. Shout out to my boy, NS, whatever his fucking name is, with the Y and shit. Shout out to Jazz for winning. Shout out to G-sop for winning yesterday. Shout out to everyone else on the team. You already know. Fuck the card guy.
Where's the Reggie shout out? I'm not gonna cut out the video until we get a Reggie shout out.
Yeah, fuck Reggie, fuck Metro. And hey, nice.